What's up, everyone? I'm your female otaku, and I'm here to review episode 12 of Charlotte. And as usual, you never really know what direction Charlotte is going to go to next. A little random thought right here. Don't you think that they're kind of neglecting Tomori's brother a little bit? And also, I think her name was Sala, the lead singer from that band, okay? Those two characters seem pretty important, but they're not being mentioned at all, so what? I don't know, they seem very important, so I'm just like, hey, where are these guys? Not here? Okay. But instead, we get Yusurin. Let me rant for a little bit here. Okay, now, I'm so glad I'm not the only one, because it seems like a majority of us viewers of Charlotte despise Yusurin. Like, every single time she comes on screen, it's just like, it's like, go home! Yusurin, we don't need you! Go home! She's really irritating. She really is. Okay, now, Misa I like, but also she is useless as well. Even though I like her personality and stuff, I like her introduction, she really isn't used too much. Yeah, whatever, I guess. Anyway, so, what happened within this episode? Well, with this episode, we have to where you got surgery, alright? And, Shun's friends, well, mainly the one friend, is really angry at him, and I was like, hey, you don't have a right to be angry at you, okay? If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at that syndicate, okay? That's who you should be angry at. I was just mad. I was like, boy needs to get smacked. Smack him. Anyway, so, we find out from Shun that terrorists from overseas are planning to come over. You know, more people are gonna come after you, so you visits Tomori, and they come up with an idea that you should travel around the world and take every single ability from all the people who wield one. Is that impossible? Yes. Who does he think he is? Santa Claus? No! Like, he has a very, very short amount of time, okay? And he's going all over the world. All over the world. That includes the islands, okay? That includes countries that aren't even on the maps, okay? Like, dude. I'm sorry, it's just so far-fetched. But don't get me wrong, I really did enjoy this episode. This was a nice feel-good episode. I do have some problems here and there, like, you know, I just ranted about Yusurin and stuff like that, and I do feel like that it's pretty far-fetched to let you go around the world to gather every single ability. Oh boy. But nonetheless, I did enjoy this episode. It was a great episode. I felt nice, okay? Mainly because of the relationship building. You confessed his love for Tomori, and I was all like, whoa, you love her? I was pretty shocked. I didn't think he loved her. I thought he was, you know, like, getting some feelings here and there, but I didn't think he loved her. I was like, wow, whoa, that was so cute. And of course, Tomori acted like her usual self. I've said this so many times before, but she just treats situations so differently from everybody else. It's like, what? But yeah, Tomori, she's just so like, hey, if you make it back, then I'll consider you dear to me. And then they made a pinky promise, and I'm like, oh, the feels. But unfortunately, that pinky promise is foreshadow. You see, when someone makes a promise in media in general, so, you know, books, TV, anime, and movies, if someone says, I promise I'll be back, there's always some sort of threat that comes. A threat that could possibly kill the person who made that promise or the other person who is involved with that promise. So there is a possibility that you could die. It's not just that reason. It's another thing. Tomori mentioned that he could turn into a monster and that he may not even be sane anymore. And I think that that's a huge possibility. Like, say that he goes over to, I don't know, South Korea, right? He gets all the powers from South Korea. He's already a monster. Alright, that could happen. From just one country alone, he could already be a monster, alright? He could end up like Tomori's brother and be completely insane, alright? He could end up killing himself. So honestly, I think that's a larger possibility of you dying than him living and coming back to Tomori. Although I would love that, it's just the chance is so great. But I don't know. We will just have to see. So catch me later as I review the finale episode of Roku no Yusha. I'm your female otaku. Sayonara.